Hi everyone, good morning. Martha Ermias here, coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio. How's everybody doing? Today's Monday. I hope your day started really well. I had a great weekend and here I am with a new message for you on Monday. So for those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Martha Ermias. Hi Mary, how are you? Hi Itzaga, nice to see you guys here. Thanks for joining me. For those who don't know me, my name is Martha Ermias. I live in Columbus and I'm an entrepreneur. I have three passions: entrepreneurship, personal growth, and contribution are my passions. So I am doing a Facebook Live today, and today I'll be talking about a very interesting topic that I've been wanting to kind of talk about, but didn't really have the context in which to talk about it. And then on Friday, I started reading a book, and the book is called The Dream Giver. I actually read it on Friday and finished it on Saturday, so it was about 4 hours listening to it. By the way, if you want to learn something is in an area where you want to develop a specific type of skill, the best thing to do is look for 10 books that talk about that specific skill and then read them as quickly as you can. And that's why I like audiobooks, because it allows me to read almost finish a book within 1 or 2 days. Good morning, Jerry. Nice to see you here. So today I'll be sharing about from a book that I read over the weekend. It's called The Dream Giver. So the book starts on the notion that everybody is born with a dream. Okay, the author talks about he's been through to different parts of the world, including Africa, Asia, and he's an American. So, and he said that, you know, from talking to a lot of people, regardless of where they were born or what culture they come from, regardless of where they're from, everybody has a dream that they're born with. Unfortunately, not everybody actually pursues their dream. Not everybody really lives up to that dream. Good morning, Aman. Good morning, Martha. Nice to see you guys here. So, unfortunately, not everybody pursues their dream, and what I want to talk about today is why that happens, and also how it looks like to actually pursue your dream, and what's really the the advantage of doing that. So, the first reason why people really don't pursue their dream is because they're not awakened to their dream. You know, life, a lot of times we live life by default as opposed to by design. We really don't design our life, we live by default. The dream or the calling or the purpose, the desire that we have to do something, we know that's what we're meant to do in life, and that's what we're called for. However, we don't really pursue it because we kind of follow a structure that society puts together. And because we have to be responsible, we have to start paying the bills, we have to get educated, all of that. And we're doing what we are supposed to do, that we know we're supposed to do. And then that becomes very familiar to us, you know, and then we're entering into the land of familiar, where everything is familiar. And we start to become very comfortable in that situation. And because of that, we never wake up to our dream. And sometimes, and I want to give you like a testimonial of this. I think, 2004 is when I first woke up to my dream. There was a hunch in my heart. There was a desire to mainly help others. That was really the desire that I had in a specific area, which I'm not going to share it here, but I woke up to that and I thought about it. I contemplated. It was 3-4 days, kept on thinking, and then I weighed the options of what it was going to cost me to pursue that dream and things like that. And I said, this is way too big for me. This is way too big for me, and I don't have to do it. You know, so I made the choice to actually bury that dream. And 10 years later, another opportunity showed up. And as I was trying to understand why I should pursue that opportunity, I remembered the dream that I actually buried. And that's when fire started in my heart. And I said, oh my gosh, I need to, because that's what I'm meant to do. in life. And so I kind of finally started to follow that dream, but for about 10 years actually lost time in following my actual true dream. So really not waking up for that dream and not recognizing it when it actually shows up. You're pretty much born to do it. That's pretty much your calling, but when it will disrupt your familiar life. It's gonna change the way you live life or the direction that you take, and that becomes a little bit scary. And that's one of the reasons why people really don't pursue their dreams, because it will cost them something in order for them to pursue their dream. And then the second thing is really a fear of stepping out of the comfort zone. Sometimes we actually make being comfortable a dream. Everybody's working hard so that they can reach a status where they are comfortable. As human beings, we want to be comfortable. Unfortunately, our big dream or our calling or purpose actually lies outside of our comfort zone. It doesn't exist within what's comfortable. It exists outside of what's comfortable. So one of the things that we can't really, we really have to deal with is really getting used to becoming uncomfortable all the time, because comfort doesn't necessarily mean that it's really our destiny. Comfort is not our destiny. We have a tendency to want to be comfortable, but being uncomfortable is where it's going to lead us to our actually true purpose and true. Oh, hi, Javier, nice to see you here. To our true purpose. So fear of being uncomfortable is also another reason why people really don't pursue their dream. And personally, I had to experience this. And again, I said after 3.5 years when I decided to pursue my dream, I was okay to be uncomfortable for a day or maybe for an instant, but then just every single moment there's something that makes me uncomfortable. Just accepting that that's going to be my lifestyle wasn't necessarily appealing. But I because of the passion that I had, because of how much I wanted to pursue my dream, though, I kind of accepted that lifestyle. Being uncomfortable was something that I needed to pursue, because the dream was bigger than my comfort. So that's really pretty much what's going to help someone, if the dream is big enough. And again, the reason why we really need to follow our dream or purpose or calling, what we're meant to do or live for in this world, is because, number one, that's where our fulfillment is going to come from. We become 100% fulfilled when we are living for what we are created to live. And number two, definitely we are going to love our life. Again, that's fulfillment also. We are going to love our life if we live for our passion. So that makes it very important that, to weigh the options of, do you want to just be comfortable or actually pursue your dream? The third thing, and this is a big one, and this is what I've been wanting to talk about on this live videos, but I just didn't have the context to put it in, is fearing the opinions of others. Okay, usually, when you wake up to your dream and you're ready to do something that's really different, in your familiar zone, other people are also involved. Other people live in that familiar life that you live. And this could be people that are very, very close to you. It could be your family, your friends, everybody that knows you, care about you, and loves you. All these people are also attached to you in that familiar land. And when you're ready to leave that to pursue something else, most of the time, they're not going to support you. They're not going to support you because, number one, there's going to be risk that's involved. When you're doing something different, there's going to be risk that something that's going to be involved in there. So partly it could be because they don't want you to get hurt. So they're kind of trying to protect you. Thank you so much for those likes and loves, guys. I appreciate it. So first of all, they're trying to protect you. So they are trying to save you from harm. because they love you and they care about you. So just like you would be fearful of leaving your familiar zone, taking a risk at the beginning, but you overcome that, they're at that point where they're trying to protect you. So that's the reason why they oppose you or do not support you. And the second reason could be because they're afraid that you're going to change and they're going to lose relationship with you. They're afraid, they don't know what you're going to become. And you're disrupting their comfort as well as you're pursuing something different, and they don't like that. I see this happening a lot. Like when somebody decides to move, for example, from where they were living, a lot of people may not be supportive, not because they think that moving was a bad thing for that person, but losing that person's connection is actually not comfortable for them as well. So the opinions of others is one of the things that stops a lot of people from pursuing their dream. And this happens a lot because not even before, sometimes even before people start to oppose you, you stop yourself from even pursuing it because in your mind you think, oh, so and so's not going to accept it. What are they going to say? What are people going to feel? Okay. I personally had to go through that as well. You know, when I decided to pursue my dream, whatever was necessary for it, I started to do, and it was different. The things that I started to do was different. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm a very introverted, very reserved person that very low-key, and close friends of mine would know that. Didn't like to be on social media. Didn't like to, I really had a very private life when I started this career. However, when I knew that part of my career was going to be really living out loud, it was a step I needed to take, regardless of what I think people are going to think, because that's a different me than they're used to. And in my head, I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable becoming the person that I was trying to become because I wasn't sure what other people were going to think. However, that was a thing that every single day I needed to get used to it, and I needed to be okay with it. Regardless of what others' opinions are, I needed to pursue what I needed to pursue. So, but a lot of people actually lose the battle in their head. Even before they start the journey and people are opposing them, they actually lose the battle just mentally, thinking that, oh, what are other people going to think if I do this? You know, and they stop themselves. So one tip that I want to give you is life is always changing, and the people that are around you right now may not be around you 5 years from now or 10 years from now. Things change all the time. So you can't make decisions based on what other people think of you right now. If you want to follow your dream and become the person that you want to become, go ahead and just move forward. And believe it or not, the people that love you and care about you eventually are going to support what you do. They are going to support what you do. They're going to get used to the different you. So you shouldn't allow other people's opinion to stop you from pursuing who you are meant to be, who you are created to be. So that's the third reason. And then the fourth reason is challenges. Okay. This is actually interesting. When you pursue a path to do something big, something great, the challenges start to double, triple, quadruple. Okay. There's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be moments where you really have to be persistent. There's going to be moments where you really have to be patient and just continue to pursue your dream. It doesn't happen a lot of times, and I've talked about this before. A lot of times people think when they see someone achieve their dream or becoming very successful, they go back and think, they think that the road to success where that got that person to that position was smooth, or they were created for it, or it's easy for them. But if behind the story of every successful person is so many obstacles and challenges that they had to overcome. You know, success comes with a lot of persistence, and a lot of patience and a lot of pushing forward with faith, regardless of what's happening. When you have something big in mind, the resistance is also going to double and triple. And the reason why that happens, and I truly believe that in the book that I told you about talks about it as well, is because a lot of times your dream or what you're meant to be calls for a different you. You know, the person that you are today may not be the person that could achieve those dreams. Calls for a different you. If it calls for a different you, you have to be made. You have you have to be created. You have to you know, whether it's character, whether you really have to be shaped and molded and formed to fit that dream, your calling basically. And that's why you have to overcome a lot of challenges, and those challenges really make you the person that you're supposed to become. You know, at the end, at the other side of every challenge is a big triumph, a big lesson, and a transformation that happens in you. So it's kind of like the battles that you have to win to get to where you have to get. So, but that's not it. The battles are not designed to stop you from going to where you want to go. So it's very, very important that we actually understand this, and be okay with it, because someone, and this is something that really encouraged me all the time, because whatever path I'm taking, someone has already gone through it. And there's so many things that they can share with me that will help me also go through that battle as well. You know, it's not just unknown and I'm not going to win, because somebody has won. And life, it brings different champions that help us and lift us up in those moments of trouble, in those moments of despair, in those moments of challenges, and help us with our belief, help us to continue to fight, because they have done it before. So there's going to be encouragers in your life that's going to help you pursue your dream, because somebody else has gone through that process before as well. So sometimes, you know, people who are pursuing their dream, they allow their dream to die because of the challenges that come their way. But, and again, as I said, the people that actually achieve their dream and live the fulfilled life that they want to live are the ones that actually overcame those challenges. And they're going to continue to come your way. Some of them are small, some of them are big, but they're going to continue to come your way. You just have to persist in it. And then the fifth one is that also understanding that your dream is not about you, or the purpose that you're created for a lot of times is not about just you, it's about other people. It's about serving other people, because 100% fulfillment actually comes when you serve other people. Your dream is usually bigger than you. It's not about just you, it's about bigger than you, and it's about serving other people. And you know, just understanding and accepting that is what's going to allow you to continue to do that. If you, you know, like, well, I don't really care if it's not about me, then you're really not going to reach the point where you are really created for. And then the sixth one, which is the last one that I want to talk about, is a lot of times people think, and this is a big one again, a lot of times people think that it's too late for them to pursue their dream. You know, most of us think that, you know, if I'm awake for my dream, I have to be pursuing it starting from when I was 20, 25. But if I'm 30, it's too late. 40, it's too late. 50, forget it. 60, don't even think about it. That's what people think. However, sometimes it could take a long time for you to wake up to your dream, or to say yes to your dream. It could take a long time. And it's not about how long it takes. It's about what you do about it at that point. And we've got a lot of examples of people in life that actually pursued their dream when they were a lot older. You know, I was reading the other day the lady who created Verawang, which is I know the perfume, but I think women's like wedding gowns and things like that too. She's a fashion creator and a fashion leader. She entered the fashion industry at the age of 40. And Vera Wang is a very popular and really, really known brand now. But she's not the only one. A lot of people started. Martha Stewart, she started very, very late, and she's very successful in what she does right now. And Henry Ford, he was actually 45 when he created the revolutionary car that we still have for the Ford brand right now, but he was 45 when he started it. Colonel Sanders, I talked about this on another video, the guy who created KFC, the KFC brand, he was 62 when he started it. And then today, as I was researching, I read about a lady called Anna Mary Robertson Moses, and she's known by the name Grandma Moses, and she became an artist. She started her art career when she was 78 years old, and one of her arts sold for $1.2 million. You know, this shows us, guys, that it's never too late to wake up to that dream, because fulfillment comes when you are living for your purpose. Fulfillment comes when you are living for your purpose. And every single person in this world is created for a unique purpose that nobody else can pursue. But we have to be willing to wake up to that purpose and start pursuing it. Understand that there's going to be a lot of resistance. Understand that there's going to be a lot of opinions of people that we love and like and trust that's probably not going to align with our purpose initially. Understand that there's going to be a lot of challenges that we have to overcome. But in the end, full fulfillment is always achieved when we are living for the purpose that we are created for. So we have to leave what's familiar. We really have to be okay with living outside of our comfort zone. You know, it's something that you really get used to. I mean, initially it's so scary. It's really scary. It was very scary for me to start being uncomfortable. But after all, when I knew my comfort zone or being comfortable was keeping me away from everything that has to happen, then I just started to fight it. You know, being uncomfortable started to become like a lifestyle. So if we don't pursue our dreams, something great that was supposed to happen and supposed to be like through us is probably not gonna happen. And so guys, this is all I wanted to talk about today, and I hope you guys have found value from this. And if you really want to understand more about dreams, and you know, it's a great book. I really encourage you guys to read it. It's called The Dream Giver. And this is some of the stuff that I talked about is something that I wanted to talk about before, but the book kind of like put it together for me. So I wanted to share it with you. And if you find value in this, and if you think others can find value in it, please go ahead and share it. I always appreciate you guys for sharing it. Any questions you may have, drop it on the comment below and say hello. I'd like to say hello to you. Also, let me know where you guys are joining from. And until I see you tomorrow, have a very blessed day. God bless. Bye-bye.